Yeah.
like they're the kind of guys that are like, you know, they stand outside of the clubs and they're like, hey, come on inside, come on inside, come on. And then you get inside and they're like, all right, it'll be 5,000 yen to sit down.
Yeah. I've heard about that.
I'll stand.
That's 7,000 yen.
No, no.
I got real mad. Like one of the first bars I went to in Japan, it was like some old woman behind like the bar, and I'm just in there because I'm lonely, drinking, and then like at the end of the night, like they ring up my tab and there's like an extra 2,000 yen on it for a sit down fee, and I'm like, what the fuck? I was like, what the fuck is this bullshit?
Oh, you should bring your own chair next time.
Yeah.
I don't think that'll help, man.
Oh, I can't stop hitting nines.
Sit around and find out. Oh no, Wind, you gotta chill out.
Yeah, seriously. Real windy out there today.
Getting scammed in Japan, bad chest.
Yeah.
Into the board. Resounding sound that.
230s, look at you.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, is he a dentist?
Yeah, yeah.
230.
230.
Delightful.
This is bullshit.
I feel you.
9 downwind? Come on, man.
That's insanity.
You think you could hit the other target?
I think I could. I'm not sure about you.
Wow.
That's in the center. 10 more points to the total.
Please. I've never been this close to perfect in my life. I guess I can't hit an 11, so the perfect's not going to happen. Whatever, I'm washed.
What the fuck?
You ever stick your tongue out like Michael Jordan and go, ah?
Not really.
What the?
You?
Me neither.
Exactly what must be done here to take home an
I don't have the confidence to do something like that. I could end up biting my own tongue.
I do that now and then.
Then do you keep biting it for the rest of the week?
Yeah, because then it swells up a little bit. It becomes easier to bite.
Yeah.
It's the worst. I did that with my cheek. Drive me nuts.
Canker sores, man, the worst.
I haven't had a canker sore in like decades.
It always happens to me because I'm stupid. Like I will cook, let's say like a soup, and then I'll be like, it's too hot to eat it. But then I'll take like a spoonful and burn the shit out of my mouth. And then that is what leads to the canker sore.
Is that a canker sore?
Well, it's like you burn it, and then I think your mouth becomes like more susceptible to canker sores or something like that. Like an injury makes it susceptible.
Justin, you did a perfect vault. My guy
I don't understand
fucked
why.
up on the run. He ran and everyone started booing.
I got a bang on this one.
Me too. It's not the vault I selected.
Yeah.
I just let my dudes flying through the air. Bam, bam, bam.
Could you imagine the judges like yelling at you mid performance?
I know.
That's wrong.
What is this? Like
wrong.
America's Got Talent or something?
I can tell. That didn't spin right.
No, dude, it's so good.
That's an X for me.
Up next, then, it is for the medal of the men's
The damn trampoline.
Olympics, man.
Oh, this one doesn't ever work.
On the trampoline, and they've gone for a big routine now. This could be their chance to shine. Really
She said
showing a high
gymnast.
skill level out there.
That's my father's name. Call me James.
Oh, superb.
First name Condi.
Oh, that
You're thinking of Miss Rice?
Yeah.
Yes, and?
Well, that's got to help the points total.
Okay, perfect trampoline.
Sorry, I was too busy
You guys can stop
hitting my.
now.
I was too busy hitting my ass on the trampoline.
Hey, what do you guys think about Pitchfork Media redoing their best 200 songs of the 1990s list and replacing Pavement's Gold sounds at the top with Mariah Carey featuring Old Dirty Bastard Fantasy?
That's weird.
What the fuck? Is that real?
Yeah,
You just beat me by 0.1. What the fuck?
I had a perfect
I'm still
trampoline
going.
opportunity.
Pitchfork
too.
stinks. I think that's just the universal opinion, right?
Without them, I would never have discovered Boards of Canada
Wow.
or Swedish pop star Annie.
Who?
Annie?
Yeah, I know who that is.
Chewing gum, heartbeat, Annie.
No fucking idea who you're talking about.
She sings "The Sun Will Come Up Tomorrow." Bet your bottom
Oh,
dollar
that one?
tomorrow.
Wait,
Heard of
what?
that, Annie.
I'm so confused. All right, I got to move my mic away.
200 kilos would be enough for a medal in this competition.
I move my mic
Can he
away
send a
to
message
partake.
to the rest of the field with this lift?
I move away from the mic to lift.
Snatch here.
Okay, yeah.
Dude, I can get it over my head, but I can never keep it up.
Strong enough, gets it above his head.
I
Now,
don't understand. I'm just not good at mashing anymore.
You should go back to that dick doctor.
wrong,
I should.
Are you talking about Gaylord Opanis?
No, no. Oh, I should have said that in the video. I should have had him say that in the video.
Michael, what was his name? Dr. Richard or something like
I think he
that?
said Dr. Richards was his,
Yeah.
my fake doctor I hired.
what does this athlete
What?
do here?
Did you see the video I wove you into, Ryan?
I did not.
Oh,
it's
dude,
beautiful.
it's so
It's
good.
really good. I'd put it on YouTube, but it's extremely copywritten. But I have it in my highlights.
Well, that attempt's gonna count for nothing, I'm afraid to say.
Do I have a... Did I get a good snatch here? He did.
Damn, that guy's snatching big.
Let's take a check on that leaderboard. So many options to go for.
What did he say? This fake doctor.
I don't want to spoil it.
Why my dude lifting a motherfucking bowling shoes, man? No wonder I'm dropping this. Okay, be done.
That's fine.
No. Oh, no, you're going to break your leg.
Well, let's take a check on the score.
I didn't get the stick straight.
Nice silver medal, Ryan. Nice silver.
You too, sir.
Going to the Olympics, not finishing your event, and still getting a
Getting
medal.
a silver.
Dude, it's like jazz. It's the weights you don't lift.
Can I go pee real quick?
Yeah, no,
I'll
we
go
got
back.
we really got a rush on here in London. It's like nitrogen, man. I'm like, I don't expect it to just be like a block on my table, right? Like, I wouldn't leave my nitrogen on the table because it wouldn't be there when I got back. But like
You're back
liquids,
on this, huh?
liquids are like, check it out. Here I am in this glass, and you're like, still? Okay. You're so good at small talk. I'm actually not. Every time I pick up my daughter from daycare, I'm like, the daycare lady says, "How are you?" And I say, "I'm good, how are you?" And then I'm like, "Fucking idiot, you said you were good yesterday, you moron. You're supposed to say, not bad, dumbass." And she's like, "How was your day?" And like a fucking idiot, I go, "Good." I put like a tilde on the end of it. It was like 17 O's. Good. How was yours? Sound like a fucking motorcycle shifting gears. Good. How was yours? Not bad. I'm fine, thank you. And you?
At the drive-thru when they say enjoy your meal and you go you too, and then you drive away, you go fuck, 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 fuck.
I'm so fucking stupid.
No.
You're shooting a hole in the top of your car because you're mad. I feel like, Corey, we have to have a conversation about, I don't know if this is worldwide. The Vancouver drive-through operators need to take a 1 hour e-seminar. And all
On like how to ask for like anything else.
Yes. So I'm pulling up in a Honda Odyssey with 4 rows of pilot seating, okay? I got 17 kids in the back. I say, hey, I'll take a 10-piece chicken McNugget combo with a Coke Zero, please. And they say...
that'll be $7.
Yes, that'll be $7 next window. And I'm like, lady,
Yeah.
that's just for the
Yeah.
dog. That's just for the dog.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
haven't even gotten started yet. You run it. Can I get a cheeseburger, no cheese? Can I get a small milkshake in a medium cup? Can I just get a Happy Meal but no yogurt, 2 toys? Like, you're about to go on a journey with me. You thought I was coming to McDonald's for 1 meal?
Yeah.
We're
No,
about to
every
start a
time.
new era.
Every time. I 100% agree with you. I go through the drive-thru, and they're like, "Hi, are you collecting points today?" I give them the code, and they're like, "Okay, what will you have?" I'm like, "Okay, can I get like I'll take a McChicken meal." Like, "Okay, that'll be $13. Come to the next window." I'm like, "I'm not done, please." Can you?
Do you know what they want you to do?
Yeah.
They want you to
Just
order
ask-
one thing at a time. They want you to
Just
get
ask
back in
anything
the,
else for fuck's sake.
to just get back in the line and be like, I will
Yeah.
take a medium Coke Zero.
We're all out of Coke Zero.
I don't buy it. Is Diet
Yeah.
Coke okay? No, it's not. Give me a Sprite.
Yeah, there's no ice cream today.
That I do buy. Good
The
news,
worst is
guys,
when you
we're
say,
making
"Do
the
you
loop."
have?"
We're making
What if you do you have Coke Zero? And they go, "Yes." All right, I'll have a Coke Zero, and you get it, and it's fucking Diet Coke, and you know it's Diet Coke.
You can just
Yeah.
taste it.
Ugh.
Yeah.
You'd be like, oh, this sorbitol tastes like aspartame.
Yeah, and you want to throw it right back at the person.
Yeah. And you do.
And-
No, I could never.
The next section is Piccadilly Circus. Well, this is a tough gate to go through.
I'm not into those YouTube videos.
To hold momentum here. Well, this gate proved to be a little
I do like the ones where they throw the drink at the drive-thru, and then the drive-thru throws the drink right back at the car, but the car is
Oh,
like
yeah,
already
any-
driving
yeah.
off, so they've created like a
really smoothly in this one.
just a cola.
Any
car.
sort of hubris is great.
That was a hard one to get through, but he managed it.
I'm hitting a lot of gates. I'm not gonna lie.
Why did this guy keep saying the gate is problematic when I've done it beautifully?
Oh, it's referencing a Reddit post where
Oh, what did they say?
Section 2.
my husband 51M yelled at me 18F. Am I an
Yeah.
asshole? I cooked my husband dinner and he yelled at me.
Through another gate. This has been a perfect run from this athlete.
No penalties. He's been paddle perfect.
Nicely through that gate. Approaching the last big drop of the course.
I'm still like 6 seconds behind Ryan, probably.
No, oh my god, a quarter of a second?
Slow down to get through that gate.
Don't lie to me.
He's fucking cracked, dude.
Everything he needed to do and more with that performance.
I'm doing a good
Whoa.
job.
That was actually really close. Oh
Holy!
Wow.
Gold this evening.
You didn't do well.
With second
No.
You've done sub 70.
Well, I thought I did okay, but like
Well, the medal
normally
table
people
looks
aren't.
good
Only
so
Chibley's
far.
putting up that level of
First place.
competition, man. That's a new one.
Well, once you told me not to use my boost before I started,
That was, I thought that
really
was a
helped out.
foundational tactic for sure.
Really helped out.
Don't start using your boost until you've already crossed the starting line.
It's a weird event. You get like a roll up.
Go at the right time.
Dude, 3-person
no, how is this-
Kieran? That's totally going to change the strategy.
Laps to go, and this is
You fucker.
what are absolutely crucial.
You hit the brakes instantly.
Mm-hmm.
Pole position and should now win this race. This is a first-class performance.
You guys are going to be so gassed for the 45-second Dave Matthews Band climb at the end of this ride.
Oh, what the fuck was that?
Very common in this
Huh?
event. It's the power of the pedal for the medal. The bell will ring.
Just gonna slot in there. Smell Ryan's
Down
farts.
to this, the final lap.
Oh, it's the preem lap.
Canada in the lead. Japan
I got no juice left, boys. Justin's got all the juice. No,
Let me in, you fuck. Let me in, you
no.
fool.
Why would I let you in? I let him in. I let him in. I let him in. It's really bullshit that they start us
still
out
got it.
in a line. They should start you out next to each other.
As long as
That's
I get the
true.
inside track, that's okay. Me passing 250 people in the last minute of the Peloton ride because the instructor told everyone to start their cool down.
This is easy.
Yeah.
Men's single sculls.
Said 80 resistance, 60 out of the saddle.
Will this athlete feel as calm on the inside?
Oh, it's a very specific Peloton joke.
The crowd goes quiet. Silence as the athletes take to the blocks. So we're away on this.
It's like the
very
longest
demanding stretch of
warm up, like ready, set, go countdown.
a magnificent
See ya.
so far.
Man, I wish
Where's
this
this
wasn't.
freak going?
I thought I was you, Justin,
Final as we head
Hey.
towards 250
because for some reason they don't put you closest to the screen. I hate this event.
So this is like the 3 worst events in a row. It's
What,
amazing.
dude? What are you talking about? Kieran is great.
It's all right.
Kayak is great.
I'd rather be one of those dudes on the bikes in the background than in the boat right now.
Vault is the worst event, hands down. The trampoline is also really bad.
Trampoline's pretty bad.
meter mark, they need to speed things up.
Also, men's high jump. Women's high jump is pretty good, though.
Well out in front as we look at this.
Preach. Ryan's like 8 both legs ahead of us, man.
I don't get how you like passed me because I'm also boosting.
And now are very much in charge of this.
And my auras are doing the little stupid glow.
You can boost?
Italy going
Like when you double tap.
needs to make it
You can double tap?
Holy
double
cow, he
tap,
doesn't
shut
know.
up.
Oh, look at that.
I've never been this focused on this event before.
How would you pass me without double tapping? It makes no sense.
Timing, bro.
It's like the 4.5
I'm getting the
minutes
little
just
fucking
flew by.
bushy things. So it means I'm doing the timing right. That's why I think this event's bullshit.
The feedback in some events is lacking. For
I
sure.
find it's an emblem of good game design that every one of us has one event that doesn't make sense to us but makes perfect sense to everybody else.
Yeah.
Like, I just don't get vault. I never hit a successful vault.
The annoying thing with that boat one is if you pull the ore out way too early, it's still going to give you the little trail on it.
Oh,
Same
it's like
if you're
a
too
false
late.
positive.
Yeah.
The window for it telling you you're doing a good job is gigantic.
And now 100 meters.
Okay,
down
we've done our
from there.
practice. Now it's world records.
The gun sounds and away.
It let me jump so fucking early.
Using his strength and stamina here. Japan.
I think my A button is stuck in my controller.
This is where the medals are decided.
Bronx.
Second, but I was in front of you on my screen.
I was in front of you on mine. Woo. Look at that.
That ties my world record.
Mine was a world record too. We're in sync.
Dude, I think it's messed up that, like, if you false start in the Olympics, you get disqualified. You know what they should do? They should have Bluetooth shoes. And if you false start, your shoes lock to the starting blocks for like an extra half second.
Okay.
So they like rip their knees out from their legs as they pull with all their might.
I was picturing like their whole body moves forward except their knees stay attached to the starting blocks. They just become like a Walking Dead torso.
It's a massacre.
Silence. And they're away in the 200 meters men's final. In a good position here.
I think I gotta clean out my A button. I'm not getting the feedback on the press after I press it.
Get your balloon knot while you're at it.
As we approach the midway
What the hell?
I got a bidet, motherfucker. You could eat off my asshole.
You know how you can buy like self-cleaning oven cleaner? Like you can just put this thing in your oven and put it on self-cleaning and it helps clean your oven. There should be those exist, right?
What?
I don't know.
You know how you can get like a pod you put in your washing machine to clean it?
Uh-huh. Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
There should be one of those for your GI tract that's not like bleach. You should be able to
think
like
it's called
swallow
fiber.
something. No, but it's some of that gets stuck on the walls probably, right? Maybe. There should be like a pod you swallow that just like bubbles up in your guts and cleans everything out. Like it descales your pipes.
The hot colonic, I think, is the...
Those come in the hot variety?
I think they're always warm, aren't they?
I've never had one.
Cold colonic.
You guys got any
I'll never forget that shit in
fan
Jackass.
favorites?
Not really.
Oh man.
It was disgusting.
I feel like Chib threw us like a bit of a suicide pass on this one.
A little bit.
There's only 30 minutes left.
I mean, he doesn't
He's
even
done
have
the
time to
bulk.
play every event at this point, much less play it 2 times.
Yeah. I started really late.
Ryan's ahead of me already. What the fuck?
Dude, I got a good start.
Approaching the halfway point. Now the race really will take shape. Canada out in front.
He always sounds
Canada's on
so
me.
surprised when he says Canada in the track and field events.
Yeah, he does. Yeah.
He's like, Canada?
Wonderful performance. A new Olympic champion.
You
We've
don't
got
want
a...
to descale your GI system.
What is it, like
You can keep
cast
the good
iron?
you can keep the good bacteria in there, but
I already descaled it with my full course of
you did, yeah. That's true.
ciprofloxacin. Honestly, I was happy to get that old-ass bacteria out of there because it obviously wasn't doing its job, crowding out the salmonella and campylobacter. I got some young blood in there. I got some fresh college graduated bacteria that hadn't become jaded yet, and they're doing a much better job. I feel like everything's in alignment right now.
Non-balding bacteria. Yeah.
Trying to play with a cat in my arms. He's decided.
Dude, I didn't say we're getting another cat tomorrow.
What?
Yeah, we're picking up a buddy for Jiro. Well, we're picking up a girlfriend for Jiro.
Yeah.
we're like arranged marriaging him. But he doesn't even know.
Every time I go to get them food at the pet place,
What the hell?
I look at the cats that are up for adoption, and I'm always like, I could do a third.
That's how it
Dating
starts.
is not happening in my late 30s. I could just keep adding more cats.
Oh no.
Dude, it's any of y'all out there, if you're in a relationship and you're in
Hang
your
on.
late 30s, yeah, you stay in at all costs.
Man.
It's bad out there, man.
I feel
we're
like
rescuing
at
a
that
second cat.
age, you need to find someone who is divorced.
I was just, yeah.
Because if you find someone who's never been, okay, I know this describes you, so I apologize. But if you find like a 38-year-old who has never been married or in a relationship similar to marriage, I mean, that's like when you get wheeled. This is so rude. I'm sorry.
No, continue.
You know when you're at the Magic the Gathering draft and the person to your right hands you like a land, a common, and the token card, and you're like, what am I supposed to do with this?
Yeah.
This chaff? Well, I don't want to finish the sentence.
Yeah.
Justin's loading the gun.
I also talk about this with Kate all the time. Because we got married pretty young. She was like 21 or 22, and I was 25.
Oh my God.
It's pretty young, right? But I
You went to church or something?
I am part of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints.
What?
I do not consume brewed beverages.
What the fuck?
But because we got married young and we lived together pretty young as well, we never got super set in our own ways. We always had to live in a cohabitation experience where she does some things the way I wouldn't do and I do a lot of things the way that she wouldn't do. I feel like it must be tough to have lived on your own for 10 years and then introduce another adult into that situation when
Yeah.
So aren't you why the fuck do you load the dishwasher like that, you psycho? Why do you?
I think at that point though, you also have to be a mature adult and realize that stuff doesn't matter and not freak out about that stuff. Pick your battles.
Well, I think it like the older you get, the harder it is, right? Because like when I moved in with Kate, I had my own way of doing things, but it was pretty plastic because I just I'd only lived as an adult for like a few years. But like if you've set these habits for like 20 years, I don't know. I'm not
like
saying it's over for you, by the way. I'm just saying.
I mean, I'm saying that.
I'm like, there's the other hand of that too, though. If you're meeting somebody who's like 35 and they've been divorced, you're like, what the fuck?
I don't know. I would kind of be like,
I know more divorced people than I know married people at this point.
I feel like at least the divorce is like at some point someone vetted this person and they backed out for whatever reason, but at some point they had redeeming characteristics that made you want to spend your life with them.
I could not get the timing on this one at all.
It's the shortest event of all time.
Yep. Shooting. Never noticed it just.
Yeah, I feel like you should get like a reference. As long as you get a reference from the ex-spouse.
Yeah.
8 seconds seems like an eternity to hit 5 targets.
Like, listen, I'm not in those shoes. I feel like if I was in the dating pool at my age, which is also your age, more or less.
Yeah.
Less, but we don't need to get into that.
Yeah.
I feel like I would give more.
No.
I would have more of I would feel more bullish.
Yes.
On someone who had been married and divorced instead of never in a relationship that.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Yeah.
Because you've been through it. I mean, if that's what you're looking for, if you're looking for a long-term partner.
Yeah.
You committed at some point. You know probably how to do the dishes, take the garbage out, stuff like that. I mean, someone that's been living like a bachelor or a bachelorette for like 17 years or something like that. I don't know.
Long-term partner.
It doesn't mean that they were living it up like crazy style, but
living it up crazy style.
Also, like really in 17 years, nobody said like I'm gonna lock that down.
Yeah.
What's wrong with you? I don't mean like what's wrong with you. I mean like what's wrong with you.
Yeah, you're machine gunning chat right now.
I know I'm catching a lot of -2s, and I feel bad. Hey, what the heck? What the heck? What the heck? I'm just
non-target killed. Non-target killed. With that target is chat.
Yeah.
The home of the Olympic archery. Well, this is a nervous moment. The first end and the first arrow.
I'm married, and this bit is great, dude. It feels good because like no demographic online is more oppressed than like married people with kids. So it feels nice. It feels nice to finally fire back. Oh, there was a kid on my airplane and cried because we crashed and died. Oh, that must be so hard for you. You can't watch fucking Steven Universe on your iPad. How about, there was a guy on my airplane who looked like fucking, wait a second, he looked like Mark David Chapman. Got me all freaked out. Kid was watching kids' cartoons on his damn iPad the entire flight, asking me who my favorite character in the universe of Gumball is.
What if there's a guy on your plane who's not real, though?
That's true.
I believe her, okay? Because
I just need to tell you.
I don't think that she would have said that if she wasn't really freaked out.
When do you think the airplanes are just going to start pumping like a happy gas into the cabin?
That'd be kind of sick.
Yeah, I'd be sick if they didn't. I'm assuming laws is what's stopping them.
Oh, they don't care about laws. You seen the leg room they give us now?
Hey.
It's kind of amazing that they will like emergency land a plane when someone has a heart attack. Like I think it's good, don't get me wrong, but I feel like we're like in 20 years we're going to look back and be like, remember when we used to land planes in the event of a medical emergency? Like now Delta just fucking makes you sign something when you get on. That's like if you have cardiac arrest on board, we're sending that shit because we can't afford to turn around.
Man, I'm just picturing the pilot like hearing it and just dive bombing the plane like instantly. Like a heart attack.
This is the final arrow in end number 3.
Is there a doctor on board? No. Okay, well, the weather
Hit
in
the air
Orlando
brakes.
is 31 degrees Celsius right now with scattered clouds and a 40% chance of thunderstorms. We'll be making our descent in 3.5 hours. See you then.
Now, hold on.
Great shot for 9.
I mean, you guys are saying he's crazy, but I wouldn't be surprised if airlines did that.
I-
Shit. They don't give a fuck anymore.
I'm not saying they should do it. I'm just saying maybe it's an
wouldn't be
indictment.
surprising.
Yes,
Yeah.
maybe it's an indictment of where society's at. That I'm like, oh, that's so nice
They
of you.
don't.
That's so nice of United to try to keep you alive if you almost die on their airplane.
That's goal for Italy. Nothing less.
I saw a story where an airline bumped like half of a family from their flight so that stewardesses could take their seats.
Okay, Corey, they're called flight attendants.
Sorry, flight attendants
It's not
could take their seats.
1963.
You're right. You're right. In my head, it is.
I see what you're saying, Corey. Why couldn't they have bumped 5 single people instead, right?
They shouldn't have bumped anybody, ideally.
Yeah, I've never been on like a diverted flight. I've never been on a flight that anything weird happened on. You know?
Me neither, I think. One time.
I don't know if I have been.
One time I was on one where they did the "Is there a doctor on the plane?" thing, but I think it was somebody having like a basically a panic attack. Actually, no. One of the first flights I went on. Sorry, I was lying to you. One of the first flights I went on, we taxied out of the airport towards the runway, and then the woman in front of me was freaking out.
Oh,
She
no.
was like, I don't know if I could do this. I don't know if I could do this. And we got out to the runway, like the flight attendant, or as Corey would call him, the stewardess, was kneeled next to the lady and was like, are you okay? Because like we're about to take off, so you need to like be okay. And she was like, I'm not okay. I'm not okay. I need to get off the plane. So they taxied all the way back, like the 20, 25 minutes back to the jetway and like let her off. And then, you know, spoilers, but like we landed safely in Chicago like 45 minutes later. So like everything ended up being okay,
Yeah.
obviously. You think that when she got off though and saw the plane flying, she was kind of rooting for it to blow up in a huge fireball so she could be like, I told you.
What if she was like, no, bring it back. I'm good now.
Yeah. Probably not. Yeah, but do you think that maybe there was like a little part of her that was like,
Oh, absolutely.
You
People
think so?
definitely be thinking like that. Yes.
I can do this.
Just for justification. I'm landing on my head like repeatedly.
I am good enough. I'm smart enough. I can do this. I am enough.
This is the worst I've ever done in this event. I cannot get the YB to work.
Well, that really was a cracking performance out there.
You beat me by 0.1.
The same way that we do.
I did not say it's normal to wish that people die. She obviously,
Oh, they timed me out.
she was not having a normal
Sorry, I
one.
was partaking,
On
as they
stream.
call it. Yeah, I just had to get one out, you know?
When I do it, I get one in.
What the hell?
We got to feel it down in your lungs, right?
Oh, I see.
Oh, you guys
know,
were
I
talking
was-
about jerking off. Wait,
was
you guys were
jerking
talking about
off.
weed. I was talking about jerking off.
No. You're jerking off real deep in my lung.
I don't think you should aspirate that stuff, man.
For these games, this really is the jewel of the crown. Absolutely sold out. What a venue this is.
I never noticed the crowd sit down, and then they get back up when the race starts.
Sprinting well.
That's kind of insane.
Really good.
Oh no, I burned a block.
All those pre-race nerves should
In these long distance races, you can't afford to be flippant with your stamina like that.
Yeah.
I can't get these long. I can't get the pattern down in these ones.
half the race
My dude just like pulled a hamstring. What was that? He just started groaning.
Michael Johnson.
Second is Italy. Japan in third place. Entering the home straight with 100 meters to go. And here they go towards the line, straining every muscle.
The final throws of this race.
They don't ever build them like that anymore. Somehow I minimized the game while I was doing that.
What?
Ooh.
What a performance. The medal table looks good.
I think there was a part of her that wanted the plane to go up in a giant fireball.
Can we talk about airlines?
Yeah,
Why is it
please.
fucking overbook?
It pisses me off.
That shit's fucked up, man.
Can you imagine going to a concert and be like, oh no, sorry, we actually sold too many tickets.
Yeah.
You can't come in. Your seat's filled.
Yeah. Man, I feel like this was a thing that was, it's probably just unique to big cities, but it happened in New York all the time. Where bands would play like secret shows in small places, but everyone would find out. So then you pretty much had to be like, well, I'm going to go stand on a line for the next 2 hours and hope I get in.
Yeah, your ass is trying to catch Tom Petty inside of a Joe's Pizza.
Yeah, yeah.
And this is an image that will stand long in the memories.
I'm trying to think of standout. Glassjaw was like, they did that shit all the time.
Yep.
They were always like, oh yeah, we're playing at this bar in 2 hours. And then 1,000
Black Eyed
people show
Peas. I saw a great Black Eyed Peas show at the M&M store in Times Square.
up.
Well, let's take a check on
Jesus
the medal
Christ.
table then, and
Yeah,
Yep.
the M&M store is real. It's there, and it's very busy all the time, and I don't understand it.
You ever see Three Doors Down at the Bubblegum Shrimp Company?
Yeah, Joe's Crab Shack.
No, I saw them 2 doors down from that.
Hey.
Oh, at Guy
Yeah.
Fieri's American Kitchen.
Dude, in the early 2000s, someone somehow convinced a Hard Rock Cafe in Manhattan to do a hardcore show.
Wow.
That's so funny.
But they kept it open, like there was still, the restaurant was open.
That's so funny.
It was Every Time I Die and
Oh,
Shy
no.
Hood.
What?
Yeah, yeah. And Cypher.
So weird.
What is the
But,
Hard Rock Cafe?
You don't know the Hard Rock you know Planet Hollywood?
It's like a rainforest cafe for
yes.
baby
Music.
boomers?
For rock, yes.
Okay.
They have like famous, like they'll have like a guitar signed by Slash behind the glass, and you
Yeah,
can
it's
order
like-
a $23 cheeseburger and eat it next
Well,
to
it's like
it, you know.
owned by... Isn't it the... Or no, maybe I'm thinking of Planet Hollywood.
Planet Hollywood is like, it's
Owned by
essentially
celebrities,
just
yeah.
the Planet Hollywood of music.
Music, yeah.
Yeah. But like very first band, during them sound checking, someone immediately threw a bar stool, and I was like,
Oh,
"Ooh, this
man.
is gonna be a scorcher." There's never a show there again.
You
Did they
can't
get,
play music at the Hard Rock Cafe.
What was that?
They probably got really mad when Every Time I Die said Chicago as well.
Yeah,
this is round number 5.
they were a fun band.
There's fucking Manhattan!
This shit is so funny to me. Someone in chat said I went to a Hard Rock Cafe in Canada recently, and they were selling a Lionel Messi themed sandwich.
A messy sandwich?
I guess they're looking for their identity still.
That's funny.
Was it called a Messi Joe?
Oh, a messy sandwich.
Hey,
Final round, this last shot.
Oh, perfect angle on the last throw. Come on.
I ate at a Planet Hollywood at Disney.
Let's go!
No. This guy loves Planet Hollywood.
No, it's not good. Well,
I ate at
honestly,
a Rainforest Cafe at Disney World. And
yeah,
then-
it's still there.
Oh, yes, and right outside Animal Kingdom. And then the next day, we had dinner at a restaurant that was exactly the same as the Rainforest Cafe, except for dinosaurs instead of animals.
That rocks. Did you go to
Dude,
Disney
how-
Springs at all?
That's where the T-Rex restaurant was.
That's what I thought. Okay. It's got a volcano, right?
Yes.
Sorry. Yeah.
How dusty are the animatronics?
They're actually not bad, but the food
I always
is
liked
a
Disney
little
Springs.
dusty.
I would like just drive there when I was bored because like you could just go in.
Oh, that's kind of sick.
It was a good place to play Pokemon Go.
I believe that. I'll tell you, don't go there when it's 109 degrees Fahrenheit.
Brother, oh man, I went to Animal Kingdom when it was like over 100. And I think it's genuinely the closest I've ever come to death. I was online for the safari ride thing.
Yeah.
And I hit a point where I just sat down, and I didn't even know I was sitting down. And I think people around me, like several people, were like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "Nope." Sitting down now. This is a last ditch effort before I
threw
die.
that shit into a wall, man.
That ride does not have AC either. You're just in a Jeep.
Yup. That was a vicious day. Yeah, I don't miss living there.
We had a rainforest cafe in the local mall
In
outside
Philadelphia?
of Philly. Yeah, outside of Philly.
Yeah, we
Like
had
took
one
up
too.
like a corner near the food court, and like you could just watch it slowly get more and more dilapidated, like over the years, and like people just stopped eating there because they're like, wait, I don't want to pay extra money to like sit next to like bird sounds and dripping
it's
water.
expensive. Like it's not like.
Yeah.
Oh, this is also our fault, but like our kid was asleep when we got there. But like you got to book your reservation like way in advance. So like we don't know when our kid's gonna sleep in August when we're booking this shit in like April. So like our kid is asleep in her stroller, and then like every 30 seconds they just walk by and go volcano, and there's like a little like brownie dessert with like sparklers coming out of it, and then every single table, happy birthday from Rainforest Cafe, da, 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 da. And then the fucking things like got liquid nitrogen pouring out of it and dry ice and shit like that, and my kid is freaking the fuck out.
That's so funny.
It sucked so much ass.
Oh man.
Just so you know, those servers live for that.
I believe it.
To ruin your fucking night.
Fuck me for being at the Rainforest Cafe, I guess. With my kid, everyone knows that's a restaurant you should only go to if you're an adult who loves seeing a zebra do this every 30 seconds or so.
Yeah, we had one at our mall. Well, it was weird. So we had on Long Island there was the Roosevelt Field Mall, which is a massive mall, and then just down the road they decided to build another mall, the Source Mall.
The Source?
And if memory serves, it just fucking failed. Like, I don't even know. I think after a while, the only thing still at the Source Mall was fucking a Dave and Buster's. The whole rest of the mall was just
anchor
fucking
tenant,
shut the hell down. But that's where Rainforest Cafe was, and I think it was gone after like 2 years maybe. It wasn't there for long. But yeah, Source Mall was a piece of shit. There's a cheesecake factory there too.
Did you just say they had a zebra in the fucking Rainforest Cafe?
I don't know, bro. We were sitting in the middle of the restaurant. We weren't near any of the features.
You booked early. You didn't even get the good seats.
What? That's when you book early, you're already late, man.
That's true.
This restaurant was actually really good, but you're probably not going to take me up on the recommendation. Hey, if you ever find yourself in Disney's Hollywood Studios, make sure you go to Woody's Roundup Rodeo in Toy Story Land. It was pretty good. But my wife she reserved as early as we were able to reserve. Our reservation time was like 9:15 p.m.
What the fuck?
We were like the last people in the restaurant.
Oh man.
And the poor server, man. Like they got like a loop of audio they play. Once every 15 minutes, he had to put on sunglasses and a party hat and do T-Rex arms and say,
Oh, no.
I'm Partysaurus. I'm Partysaurus.
Oh no.
Fucking god, dude.
And he got it. Like, I looked at him and he was like, I looked in his eyes and I know that he was like, this guy gets it. And I was like, this guy gets it too. But you could not tell from the rest of his face. He was smiling and playing the part.
Damn.
That sucks.
He looked like he was having a decent time. Woo!
Yeah, with the T-Rex arms.
I'm sure it gets old.
Scoreboard's looking good here. Second place after that round. Got to hit the board flush.
You gotta have fun with it, right?
Oh, yeah.
Otherwise, like, is Florida an at-will employment state?
Oh, absolutely.
Because I was
There's
thinking,
no way they're not.
I was trying to figure out why in California all the Disneyland workers were grumpy, and in Florida they were all happy. And I think I came to the conclusion that in California they can't fire you without cause.
Absolutely.
And in Florida, if a customer's ever like, my waiter didn't smile enough, they could just be like, see you later. Good luck in Orlando, brother.
Was Florida the state that fired the kid for getting his hair cut in the parking lot?
I can see it. Yeah, like most states are at will.
Yeah, America's fucked.
Really?
Man.
Yeah, America. America's real fucked up.
I didn't know that. I thought in California it was like once you got the job, like you own the business.
They could be like, you looked at me
California
funny.
is
You're
fine.
fired.
Really?
Hey, there's like no employee rights, man.
She clips the bar and it falls.
Have the employees ever thought about starting their own Disney World?
You know, it's a good idea.
You know?
Ultimately a failure.
I think if they pulled their money together, they could do it.
He's absolutely right.
Nobody was saying anything, so I just had to say the first thing that came to mind. You guys fucked me up so much.
Yeah.
Well, the takeoff was poor there. I don't know what was wrong with this athlete, but I think they need to have another look at this. Well, this competition really starting to hot up now. As the bar starts to move up.
They don't have enough money? Well, maybe if they invented animation, they would have enough money, okay? So all you need to do is build a time machine and go back to like 1980 or whenever Walt Disney was alive. Figure it out. They could invent Beer 3.
Yeah.
No, we just got on beer too.
So how'd you what was your like ranking of the parks?
I feel like I have a slightly atypical ranking.
Okay.
And I will say we were with 3 kids. That's why I have
Okay.
Epcot last.
Okay,
If
that
it
is fair.
if it was an adult trip with no kids, I think Epcot would be easy 1 or number 2.
Yeah.
For us, I would say Hollywood Studios was number 1. It had
I feel like that is the newest stuff, right?
it had, in my opinion, the highest quality rides. I enjoyed all the Star Wars rides that we went on, especially Rise of the Resistance. And I thought the park itself was just, it was nice and very walkable relative to the other ones. Number 2, I think I would put, I'd probably put Magic Kingdom because it's got a lot of classic stuff. It just feels like it feels like that is Disney World. Number 3, Animal Kingdom. I really liked Kilimanjaro Safaris, the ride that nearly killed you in the line.
Yep.
I thought the food that we had at Animal Kingdom was also kind of goated, which was it was very uneven at Disney, but Animal Kingdom kept it locked up. And then 4th, I would put Epcot.
Fair. Where'd you eat at Animal Kingdom?
We ate in...
What kind of food?
For lunch, we ate at... Hang on, it's coming to me. They're all named fucking stupid stuff.
Yeah. I wouldn't remember the names probably, but I remember like the theme of
It was the character buffet. So it was like it was called Tusker's African Restaurant, I think. Tusker
Okay.
House African Restaurant. And then for
I never went to a
dinner
buffet
we
one.
ate at the Rainforest Cafe. So that I'm
Gotcha,
keeping that out.
All I know is I got a euro while I was there.
Okay, yeah.
It was like a Moroccan restaurant. It was fucking great. I was stunned. I couldn't believe how good it was. I was
definitely-
thrilled with that.
When we were there, some of the food, I was like, this has no business being this good. A
Yeah.
lot of the food in the Disney resorts,
Oh,
I was
weird.
like, it's crazy how bad this is for a operation that gets everything else like
Yeah.
perfect.
Dude, the poutine in Disney Springs was the most offensively bad thing I've ever been served in my life.
How do you even make bad poutine?
I'll tell you. You take like microwaved French fries,
That's
Oh
bad.
well, okay, yeah, that's
Yeah.
like.
and then
the
you
worst
take a
first
bunch
step.
of
Shredded cheddar
like,
cheese.
blocks of mozzarella cheese,
Okay.
and you just
That's-
microwave it on it.
Oh,
And that's pretty much it. You could also get, they called it Italian poutine, same thing, but they dump a bunch of red sauce on it.
I used to
Both
get that
horrific.
shit from like the pizza place.
It
Just
was
like
really bad.
pizza
Dude, that's how I
fries.
felt in Epcot when there was a Canada section, and it was like, try Canadian ham and cheese soup. I was like, well, brother, what the fuck are you talking about? I've never heard of that shit before in my life. Get a $12 Molson Canadian.
They just thought of something white people might like and made it Canadian.
I was thinking of it would be a funny bit, guy from Canada who spends all day at Epcot at the Canada pavilion,
So much at stake.
where they inexplicably have like a lumberjack set up, and then
Pressure is on.
I thought it was very funny my last time at Epcot that, like, as you're walking around, they have like little vendors selling alcohol
yes,
and other beverages from like whatever area you're in. But all of them would have, like, you know, a bunch of things that, you know, work out for whatever area you're in, but then also White Claw. It was just so out of place to me every time. It was so funny.
White Claw's good. That's why.
I got a lot of White Claws that Epcot trip. I was watching the calories.
Touches now.
Oof.
From Newfoundland to Victoria, Canada was
Did you build like a $600 lightsaber, Ryan?
no.
second place in this event.
Well, the character dining was really expensive, and basically the reason it's expensive is because, like, Cinderella comes around to your table and takes a picture.
Yeah, yeah.
So, like, I would not. I was laughing because we booked this place. It's like inside the castle at Magic Kingdom, and they were like, "You're lucky. You got the fireworks seating. So you're in the castle when they shoot off the fireworks." Okay.
That's sick.
So I was like, I'm not really that into the pageantry of Disney. I'm more into the but I was like, that'll be cool. I'm not even a fireworks guy, but to be like that close to it will be cool. And then they
Yeah, yeah.
sat us, and like 10 minutes later, the fireworks started, and the shit is frosted glass. Like, you can't see anything.
Oh, no.
Like, I could see like explosions of like diffused light outside of the window, but it's like I couldn't make
fucking
out any shapes or
sucks.
anything like that. I'm like, why? What are they
That's
doing,
awful.
man? I get
Yeah,
that
what the hell?
they want it to be like stained glass for the people looking at the castle, but like, it's
Man,
Yeah, what the hell?
just gotta
fucking
laugh.
got your ass.
It was pretty funny.
Did y'all go to Universal at all?
No, but I've been once in Japan.
Word.
Bad chest.
Yeah, I haven't been to Universal since I was a kid, but
I loved Universal.
I always liked it because I'm scared of roller coasters, and at Universal you always feel safe because it's just like you get in a virtual reality setup, and a guy who looks like Arnold Schwarzenegger comes out and is like shoots a robot in front of you.
I just remember they had this one that was like, it was like Neptune or some shit, and it was like you'd walk on this little bridge and they'd spin this wall of water around you, and it would like fuck with your brain. Have you ever like gone in like one of those haunted houses that have like the spiral tunnel that's spinning as you walk through it?
Yeah,
And it like makes you get like all dizzy. Yeah,
Hate that.
they had one of those, but it was like water shooting around you. It was sick.
ooh.
In the Kieran event, the riders are
Yeah, I'm just not much of a theme park guy.
deliberately slowly.
I think that's why I like Epcot, because that's mostly just walking around and like eating food and looking at things and going, oh, that's nice.
Isn't that the most theme of the theme park though?
No, usually it's strapping yourself into like a roller coaster that shoots you into outer space at 130 miles an hour.
That's the amusement part of the park, not the theme park.
I hate I'm not a roller coaster guy at all.
I love roller coasters, man.
I think I'm becoming one.
And it's fucked up because I hate heights.
Okay, that's crazy to me.
Yeah.
I'm not a roller
do hate
coaster
heights.
guy, but I think that as I've gotten older, like I used to be really scared of flying. As I flew more, I got acclimatized to it, and I didn't think like, oh, this is my last day on Earth if I have a flight tomorrow. I think the same thing is happening in with respect to roller coasters, and as crazy as it sounds, I think one of the mantras I tell myself when I get on is, "Who cares if I die?"
Yeah. That's how I get through flights. That's how I get through flights now.
I'm like, you know, when I was 20 and I took a flight, I'm like, I'm gonna fucking die. It's gonna be the worst thing in my life. And now when I get on an airplane, I'm like, who fucking cares? I'm just a speck in this vast infinite universe. I should be so important to die in a plane crash. I'll probably die of like heart disease in my 70s or 80s or something like that. Don't flatter yourself thinking you're getting a hero's death. And then I put on a movie and I fucking lived. That's how I feel on a roller coaster, except when I went to Disney World, it was with like my nieces. So that time it was more like, if my 8-year-old niece is getting on Space Mountain, I'm not gonna be like, see you at the exit, sister. Like I gotta.
I'm too scared. Yeah.
Because the kids react like as a reflection of the way you react too. So I was like, yeah, Space Mountain ain't shit. And then in the ride photo, I'm like seeing God.
Man, at least on a plane, if that shit goes down, you're dying quick. A roller coaster, you might get fucking ground up.
You got it backwards, man. On a roller coaster, how are you gonna die on a roller coaster not instantaneously?
I saw a video the other day where like the cable that pulls the cart snapped and
okay,
fucking
listen,
cut
I don't want to hear all that. But in a plane, they could be like, you know, you could go through turbulence and then the seatbelt light turns on, you're 35,000 feet up, and then the turbulence just keeps getting worse, and then you just hear the plane go like, and then you start, and you still got, now you're at 27,000 feet. You got like another 8 minutes of descent until you crash into the terrain. Like that would be, spiritually, that would kill me, man.
You'll probably pass out.
You sounded for a second there like you went into fucking Glizzy overdrive.
Anyway.
Yeah. GG's.
We did it. Good gaming.
Well gamed.
We did it.
Good stuff. We made it through. Probably next week
Yeah.
we'll have a lot more people, if I had to guess.
Next week there will for sure be more people. For sure.
Justin,
and you know what? We're gonna have a ton of people Friday too.
Yeah.
Yes. Hopefully people live by their word.
Yep.
Hopefully they live in general, people.
Yeah, I hope everyone's alive.
Yep.
All right. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Two-man London next week, guaranteed. It won't even be me. It'll just be Justin and Corey.